Welcome to my video on addition of vectors. What we're going to do in this video is talk about how we add two vectors together, and we're going to use this method called the triangle or tip to tail method. So let's look at the example where we have two vectors v and w. These are just kind of random vectors we're going to add together, v, and then there's w. Now in this method what we're going to do is we're going to take the w vector and we're going to move it over and add it to the beginning of the end of the v vector, and we want to keep the same relative orientation, the same angle and the same length. Now to complete it or find the sum of the two, we're going to start at the v vector's beginning and end at the new end of the w. So that's tip, in this case there, and there's going to be the tail there. So this v plus w is our resultant vector. Now let's look at the case of the slingshot. So here we have two forces. We got the rubber band, this rubber band right here exerts a force on that way once it's fully cocked and ready to go. And then we got the second rubber band right here, and that's going to represent the force vector acting on this projectile. Now in this method we're going to add the slingshot force vectors together to get the resultant force vector on the projectile. So here's going to be F1. This is going to represent the force on the one rubber band. This is going to be F2, the force represented by the second rubber band. Now in this method, we're going to take tip to tail for triangle. We're going to take F2 and move it over to the beginning or the end of F1. And you can see we've maintained the same orientation, the same angle, the same length. You have to do that. Now, to get these two together, we're going to add them up this way vectorially. And so the resultant vector, F1 plus F2, you can see we start at the beginning of F1 and we end at the end of F2. So that's going to be the net force experienced by the projectile due to the rubber bands, the two added together. So you can see that straight out of the, what would be the slingshot. So it would move the rock ahead. Hope you got something out of this video and learned something about vector addition. Thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel.